Alright. After a nice quick break, grabbed a small glass of wine. So it took a little bit to open that up. Podcast episode is in the can, published and everything, so I'm free to do as I like until I get too tired. And with that time, I'm gonna play a bit more NieR. Ah, god damn it, annoying. No, wait, those are goats. Where's the dang sheeps? There are usually so many around here. Alright, let's mutton it up. That's one. A two. Oh wait, I didn't finish. A three. Nope. I don't know why you would kill a sheep for its wool when you can guessing the yellow ones are a more rare item drop, I guess. Come on, let's eat some muttons. Yay. Let's just do another for good measure.
Looks like we've got everything the runaway kid asked for. Let's go make the delivery.
So far I'm enjoying this game. Yeah. I'm just the type to be very thorough about doing quests and stuff first. Just in case. Yay, finally. I just need a few more, I guess.
Jacob!
Ugh, whatever.
How can I help you?
Look at how that kid's back is bent so bad like that. What the fuck is up with that kid?
Need some work done on your weapon?
Let's see, I need...
Come back.
Ah.
How? Need some work done on your weapon?
I need for... one more ore. I can just buy that from him. Excuse me. Where to get the titanium alloy? God dang it. Twisted ring. Oh, yeah, I don't use that one. Let's see.
Come back soon. How can I... Need some work done on your weapon?
Wow, why is copper ore so cheap? Copper's valuable as shit,
Come back soon.
normally.
How can... Need some work done on your weapon?
Yeah, I do. Yay!
Come back soon.
This general loved to make war. He enjoyed nothing more than watching cities burn and corpses pile up. And he fought not to subjugate, but simply to destroy all that he could. His well-trained soldiers laid waste to towns, cities, and even nations for the sake of their general. And as they hewed and hacked and chopped, the general would chuckle to himself in the most vulgar of tones. What a nice weapon I have. Moonrise. That's right, this here's the weapon that'll be ending your life. Aw, don't sweat it, there's nothing to worry about. It'll be a pain and the likes of which you've never felt before. In fact, you won't even feel pain at first. It'll be more like water sliding across your skin. Honestly, for most folks, it ain't the pain that makes them scream, it's the sight of their own blood flowing out of them. There you go. Cruel oath. An elderly scholar sits in the dim reference room of a moldy museum. Before him lies a single box which has long been sealed away. It is an article in the museum's previous curator made abundantly clear should never be opened. Well, that didn't last very long. The girl had been betrothed to a local lord on the day of her birth. As she grew, her days were taken up studying proper bridal technique, while her evenings were spent staring out her bedroom window and offering prayers for her betrothed to the night sky.
Oh, my lord, if only you had come to me but a single day sooner.
I don't really care about that one. It's a crappy looking weapon. Look at that. It's garbage. That shit's great. That's whatever. That could be cool, but it's not very powerful. Let's see. Let's take a look at some of these. In terms of what I need. That's Rebirth. Moonrise is moderate. Yeah, I need titanium alloy. That's what I need for that. Crystal. Rusted clump, goat hide, and okay, so both of these need crystals. And I remember seeing crystal in but neither of these do magic. Yeah, no, neither of those have magic power, and I like having magic power. Look at that. Yeah, so. Bye. Well, at least I got one thing done around here, even if it wasn't a quest. I've gotten the weapon that I use at the moment to be upgraded. Ooh. There we go. At least that for now. Oops. I didn't want lug on those, but oh well. Oh yeah. Okay. Didn't even see it coming. There we go. Since the guy is going to clear me out of my mutton, I wanted to make sure at least I have a couple. Because God knows who knows what will happen. Sorry, man. I totally forgot to give you the right number of things to extend the length of this quest. I need 8 more muttons, man. And I was like, oh man, I should throw everyone a party, man. I'm a rebel. And so like, I need more shit. So like, you're gonna be like totally bogus, man, but I dropped all the shit in the lake. And you'd be like, man, we live by an ocean, and I don't know how you dropped it by a lake, but you did, and that's what I did, and like, you were saying that to me in this thing I just made up, and like, that wasn't cool. Man, so you need to make that up for me by like getting more stuff. And that's how it was gonna go. So I will collect berries, because maybe that will help. Wow, you already collect the berries ahead of time. Wow, you don't have to do the extra this quest. Yeah. Oh, this guy again every single time. I mean, unless that guy drops like titanium alloy, I don't know what to do with him. Natural rubber. Oh god, jeez, nope. Iron ore. Oh. I'm not even worried about beating him, I'm just almost just annoyed at like, oh, again? Okay, fine, buddy. Ah, dang it. Alright, I killed a whole deer just for its antlers. Great. The things that just fall off on their own. Every season, you know, end its life for it. Good job. Great idea. Don't use anything else of it. That one doesn't even have antlers. God damn it. So wasteful.
Hi, are you the guy who's taking care of that runaway?
Runaway? What are you talking about?
It would seem we've been bamboozled.
You've got to be kidding me. Seriously? Still, I guess we can tell his father he's alive at least.
Yay, fetch quest over. And use that to just leave town entirely. What a great decision maker. Well, he's dead, that's fine. I'll just tell the dad he died. He was, I don't know, eaten by chipmunks, it's fine. Ugh. Look, he threw a tantrum before he died. Anything else there? Anything else there? Nope. Okay.
Hey there, your son come back yet?
No, I haven't seen him. Where could he be?
He's in Seafront. Or he was, until he ran away again.
Oh, crud. Let me guess. Did he tell you an elaborate story and then ask for help?
You know, you could have warned us about that, you shithead.
That boy is... Well, he's a bit of a dirty liar. I probably should have mentioned that.
Yeah, you should have, you piece of shit.
So that whole story was a setup. He sent us on a wild goose chase and then gave us the slip.
Since I cannot imagine you letting this go, perhaps we should return to Seafront. There may still be a lead or two left to pursue.
Oh god, Weiss, you're actually giving a shit about this?
Good idea. We can't let him get away with this. What's wrong?
How can a son bring so much despair to his family? He He seems completely ignorant of the pain he has caused. It's deplorable.
I love it when you sound like a grumpy old man, Vice.
Perhaps I only sound that way because I have existed since time immemorial.
How old are you anyway?
Oh god, come on.
You know, I'm not exactly sure.
They say memory loss is a sign of old age.
Well, it's still preferable to being a deplorable liar like that son.
A lot of rude
I can't believe...
What, this?
I hope the old lighthouse.
I know she's alive. So,
My no-good husband My husband goes
okay.
to... We're gonna do our...
We're gonna murder one of our friends! Sacrifice him to Slender Man or something. Or Boss Baby.
This gate is too...
This is a secret place where no one can find me.
Well, good. That way no one will know when you're missing.
A port town like this is a real... There's a post office in the center. We've also got
Bye.
lots...
My weapons, Thank.
You don't got shit, man.
You know that
Bye.
bridge up...
People in this town never listen to what anyone tells them. It used to drive me nuts, but now I guess I'm just used to it. You have to know when to let things go, even things that make you really, really angry.
If you like fish, this...
This shithead again.
Hey, guess what? I went shopping with my girl a little while back. You mean the one who only goes to super expensive places? That's her, all right.
Anyway, there was this nice accessory that I thought would look great on her and didn't cost much, so I bought it for her. But she refused to take it. She said she doesn't wear cheap accessories.
Dude, you should just, ditch now.
Well, that's not too surprising.
Yeah, I should have known better than to try and impress her with such shabby flim-flam. Next time, I'll get something high class all the way. It'll cost twice my yearly salary. No, 3 times!
Are you certain this woman even cares for you?
Of course she does.
You humans certainly have complex and exhausting mating rituals.
I tell you, there isn't...
Desperation. You can't possibly be here. There won't be. Yeah, I figured. I'm being too weird to think about this. Let's see.
funny how people won't bat an...
I'm a bit stumped for now. I'm trying to figure out what evidence there should be.
We're gonna do our special.
Evidence? Like what?
Yeah, what do you...
People use small crafts like these. Truth be told,
Hey, things could be worse. I've been working as a fisherman for 3 months, but
The new guy has talent.
Okay.
Kids, the...
Well, I don't know what to do then. I don't know what it means to find evidence of him here.
These stairs are tough.
Huh, I am stumped.
The import. We've got pressure.
Maybe I'll talk to this guy again.
I gave my girl all these presents, and she left me for another guy anyway. Now
Oh, it's that same girl.
voila!
Nope, okay.
Hey, buddy.
Huh. I am completely stumped as to what to even look for here. Just a
We got the
shop.
Hope to see you.
Look around seafront for clues to the runaways' whereabouts. I have absolutely exhausted this. I don't want to lose to this, but I might have to just look this up. I'm really upset at myself for not being able to figure this out. No, that's just the kids again. This is where we encountered him, so this would be where I could find clues. Well, let me save, and then I'm gonna have to look this thing up. This must be a very obscure quest or something. This thing is a pain in the... Oh no, I'm not. I'm just gonna leave. I was gonna look it up, but then it was just trying to send me to YouTube videos, and I don't want to sit there and do that, so I'll just give up on this fucking quest, because that's annoying. Oh wait, what the fuck?
You're looking for a kid who ran away from home?
It's the camera.
There was a strange kid asking people questions earlier. I think he was trying to learn how to get into Facade.
Facade, huh? Maybe we should go take a look.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, weather's a bit different. I might as well trick on the garden too. With silver, nice. I always miss that guard at Seafront because you don't notice him until you're actually leaving.
Her whole life is ahead of her.
Yeah, well. Maybe I'll tell that guy that his kid got the wanderlust again. Nope, okay, it doesn't matter. Oh, they don't even talk. know what? I got tricked last time because of guards. Let's try this last time. No. I see something up there. Yeah. Wow, that's actually very surprising.
So he's disguised himself as one of the masked people, eh? No wonder his trail went cold.
He's gone through a lot of trouble trying to lose us. I can't wait to finally catch him.
Oh yeah, he does lie a lot too.
Hey, you! You're coming with us!
Oh man, why you gotta be all like following me and stuff?
I don't know, Jeff Fisher.
Fine, let me just pack and then I'll... Oh my gosh, there's a giant shade behind you!
Oh, don't fall for it, you dum-dums.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I'm more angry at you than you are at him.
He surely aims to flee the city, though he can't have gone very far yet.
Damn it.
Oh man, again? Alright, fine, let me just...
He's heading for the eastern road. We must...
Sorry, I'm not gonna let you finish that because I am just gonna keep running after him. Oh, I have to just keep waiting until he goes. Hi, buddy. You gonna let me interact with you?
Oh my gosh, look! There's a huge pack of shades!
I'm not falling for that again.
Oh, I want to pick... I can't. Oh. I have to follow this doofus.
What's that big thing on the right?
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, and I shall smite you with unholy magic.
How is he escaping these times? I do not know. I have to keep myself slower than him to catch up. This is just getting sad now. Come on. Or are we just literally just gonna have to chase him all the way to back to his house? Literally all the way back to his house. I mean, the guy literally learned their language and all their rules too.
It's a pack of wolves, man!
I told you, I'm not falling for... Oh crap! It is a pack of wolves!
Where?
I didn't think I'd actually run into wolves for real.
Are you ready to go home yet?
Hell yeah, man! This adventure stuff's like way too scary for me. From now on, I'm gonna stick close to home and stuff.
Good. Now let's go tell the family.
Whoop. Oh no. Oh, we didn't warp, huh? Do we get his house? Over there in the mask place? What a pain in the butt quest that was. It's sunny now. Interesting.
Nobody's here.
I believe they left us a note.
You've decided to move to a new land to begin anew and thoroughly train him to carry on the family name.
Well, that's sort of anticlimactic. I wonder what the business was anyway.
Hey, are you friends with the people who lived here?
No, not really. Why?
Because the goddamn bastards borrowed money from everyone in the village and then skipped town. Apparently their son ran away because he wanted to escape a life of crime. But then some idiot brought him back.
Well, I guess we know the family business now.
To think we did not even get paid for this absurd misadventure. Oh well. Perhaps we should tally it up as an expensive life lesson and move on.
There we go. Completionism. But it's done. And we made something terrible. But it got checked off the checklist. So I feel better now. Ah, done. Oh, and that's just to give that lady more fucking mutton for her goddamn gobsmacking children. Alright, I guess we can talk to Poopala. Unless you have quest? Oh. Anybody have a quest to complete before I have to do more plot? Okay, fine. Guess I'll do the next thing. Let's see, nope. Don't knock or anything.
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
Dearest Popola, I hope this letter finds you well. I'm writing in hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. I was hoping I might be able to get your advice, Dream, on the matter. Recently, there have been dream reports, dream of a certain dream of dream, evil dream, empty dream, curse, dream, evil dream, dream, words, dream, and dream, someone, dream.
That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
Who's it from?
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north.
The Forest of Myth?
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them.
I was wondering about this.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
You will? But...
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
Oh, well, all right. Thank you. The Forest of Myth is to the north.
Okay. That's not any... Now I can maybe find out why none of those people would talk to me. Why they ignored me so. Why? Oh, whoops, that was actually me trying to avoid him. Or was I? I don't know. Oh, now there's not even people in front. Oh wait, now there's people. Wait, now they'll be able to talk to me maybe? Oh, all the other people... No, wait, that person's disappeared.
Hi there. Hello?
Real bright and cheerful, Popola.
What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There's a strange new sensation in my mind.
Oh, he heard the words. Oh, I love this. Vice's voice rose in a quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
Oh shit, we're getting some meta changing here.
What's going on?
Oh shit, we're in a visual novel mode now. The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The mayor stared at Axel, Lycan, and Vice.
If you can speak to me.
Well, what that means we're already screwed.
I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the forest of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. Oh, Jesus. The village mayor had determined the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words. But before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Well, he was researching it after all. Here, oh god, this looks, okay, this definitely looks like a visual novel presentation now. Vice stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the Death Dream?
Before the mayor could confirm my suspicion, Vice exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
Well,
That's just how the Death Dream works.
the words were contagious. Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks. Cute.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Axel Lycan had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word.
Oh, okay.
Something.
Now I don't even get to have that background. It's now just full sound novel. Higurashi no naku no koro ni. Axel, Lycan, and Vice racked their brains, but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider. Too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations. It was literally those who dream.
Grimoire Vice does not engage in meaningless conversations.
You do all the time. The mere suggestion that Vice chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Vice looked skyward as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Axel Lycan like a contagion. Uh-oh. The words. Wait, said Axel Lycan suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? The narrator did. Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing his startled Vice aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was about streaming or something that dreams, or oh, what the hell was it? It was those who dream. A sheep? Cried Vice suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Axel Lycan's face suddenly lit up. Thank you for remembering. I remember, he said. Those who dream. That's what he said. I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Axel. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. I like this because this is like, it lets me like get a lot more detail going, because like their game animation software wouldn't have been able to do any of this. For last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream. I mean, I'm mayor, right? It's obviously my job to protect people from whatever comes along, but I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Vice immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out. But I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. That's why they don't talk. They don't want to say any words that might... And I won't stop trying until that happens. Not in agreement, huh? Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said, just ask. Now hold on. I did not just say that, but he always says that shit. Silence! Cried Vice. The Grimoire looked from Axel Lycan to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Vice's face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor, you told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seemed surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, you said you're right. You're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, he said, Vice, and dreams are fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then there must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called at the departing forms of Axel Lycan and Vice. We're all counting on you. As Axel Lycan slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of déjà vu. I saw this man once before, he thought. But where? Axel Lycan's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. The music changed. It's very sound novel now. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Oh, come on, what are you doing to me? Additionally, Vice was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Axel Lycan to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Vice muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Axel Lycan snapped. Okay, Vice, cram it for a second, would you? You wouldn't have to walk. Axel Lycan leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big, he muttered to himself. None of these lines are being voiced by the voice actors at this point. The moment the words stumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. He slipped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Vice, what's going on? He could see Vice's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting at a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled. And then, just as his ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Three. Shack, 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 shack. Oh, this is definitely a Higurashi shit. Chiki, 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 woo, woo, ma, chik, 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 chik. And as the tiny insect symphony dimmed another decibel, did you detect patterns in the sound? This isn't random. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? Well, a secret. Inwardly furious that Vice left the task to him, Axel looked inside and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret, right? The sound of the insects stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Axel like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Vice with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Axel moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but he gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. Guess the forest has accepted us, huh? He said after a bit. Vice spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. Hold on one sec, just gotta grab something real quick. I'll be right back. As Vice finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Oh god. Smiling, he picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Vice. Surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Absurdly easy, barked Vice. Now answer it. Axel grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. Well, he's a book. He's right after all. This one is pretty easy. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Vice softly, I have never seen such a sight. I'm sure he has. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. No. Hey look! cried Axel, like an awakening Vice from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Vice saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Vice? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Walked over, pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging. That's a very short-lived amount of banging. The door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Axel, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man had a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 anew, at the end of the night with 3. What am I? Oh. Axel tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing here, but he simply repeated the question. We wish to engage this man in conversation, said Vice. It seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose. Well, at least it's an easy one. Oh, man. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor! The small man slowly shook his head. I'm not the mayor, you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry? What's that mean? Oh, like the beginning of the game. It will make sense in time. Yes, thank you. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Axel watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Axel and Vice returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it. You actually made it back. His left hand grasped Axel's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Vice by the cover and swung through the air. God, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool, for we have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Axel withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the death dream seal, he said. At least I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as Axel filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Axel cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second, this is crazy. Why would you just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. There you go. Axel and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. It just wants to tell a story. Have you forgotten? Continued Vice. It is words that control the death dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor, the first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour, or a year. When they awoke, things had slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. Axel shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh wow, said the mayor in an odd voice. We did it, I'm back. He blinked once and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream is spreading through our village, and I wanted to, well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it. But I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand and then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Axel and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to, said the mayor with a wry smile across his lips. You shall relearn in short order, I am sure, said Vice. For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, he explained when the prayer was finished. It's the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, muttered Vice. We should not put our faith in the gods. Shit works weird in this world, okay? The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. The legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse. Axel and Weiss could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. I thought we were supposed to go here anyway for that. I say, muttered Weiss, this certainly is a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, Axel mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left them with. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too. Axel tried to keep a straight face and has failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Yeah, nothing at all. Nothing at all. But here's the thing. Prologue of the game, and now this, being delivered in this format. Gave the mayor a nod and smile, but inward his thoughts are racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. What exactly is going on here? That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Dark execution. Summon magical spikes from the ground to impale enemies. Charge to increase the number of spikes.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Well, I mean...
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
Yeah, so basically they've touched the ether of the scenario. The core of the scenario itself. And ooh, I get subquests now.
This person must be dreaming too.
It would appear that way, yes.
Not yet. I'm gonna save. I want to live here. It looks so cool. I want to do something real quick though. Tutorials all. Fishing tip 2. You can catch. Yeah, I know. Oh, right. Dark wall. Erect a magical defensive barrier. Pale enemy. Summon regular weaponry. Gotcha. Ba, 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 ba. Gib. I'll try that later, but I just... Well, let's see. That's cool! I guess I'll start with this one again.
And another victim. This work certainly is trying.
Oh, that says another. Maybe I'll do them in order then.
This person must be dreaming too.
It would appear...
Can't say I'm very excited to go back there. That dream world sort of creeps me out.
What, that you suddenly are at one with the scenario writer himself?
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Yeah.
I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, for I know it will sound like words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, is tucked beneath a stairway in the long unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside, I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that plays without end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes, and eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Ooh, I love this song too. Someone knocks on my prison. Is anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say. My savior. I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my addled mind. Surely it cannot be true. Being stuck inside your own brain must suck. Help me, I cry. For the love of all gods, help me. And possibly I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy and a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to the blackness, explode with pain, and I'm forced to turn away. Who are you? I ask, shaking my hands, covering my face. How have you come to this place? I am Grimoire Weiss, and this is Axel Lycan. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together. The one known as Axel Lycan extends his hand and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom, my ears are as keen as ever. They recognize the staccato sounds of heavy rain. I never thought to hear that again, I whisper. What would this were not such a terrible storm, said Grimoire Weiss. Look at your feet. I force my eyes open and see water pooling around my ankles and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good our escape, we shall drown in this castle. We know you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. I don't have a choice. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of gray matter. It has been shoved against the side of the wall. Despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch the piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall on my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the beds and back again until the horror dawns full upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know, and sanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I make a sound, whether scream or laughter, I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of rooms. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed. Let's do south. I squint down the then proceed north. Proceed east. West. East. North. North. At the end of the path, the waters rise to my waist, exhausting me both physically and spiritually. I pray that this is the way out. Eventually I can stand the sight of the waters no longer, and so turn my eyes upward. I imagine my surprise when I see a series of paintings hanging on the faded plaster wall. Each depicts a person in the prime of life, clad in clothing of the highest quality. The styles, however, are strange to me, leading me to believe that these people had lived long, long ago. One subject wears an outfit that particularly catches my eye. It is constructed of a thin, breezy cloth and decorated with a motif of flowers and birds, while encircling at the figure's waist is a leather belt of the most perfect construction. It is a stunning costume, even by modern standards. As I gaze at the portrait, I am struck by a desire to touch it with my own hands. Yet, as I extend a single finger to the painting, I am gripped by a most unpleasant feeling. Staring closely at the image, I see it bend and warp into the shape of another finger. Something behind the picture is pointing at me. Is it another prisoner? A fellow inmate trapped for eternity in this place? I cannot let it pass, and so I seize the portrait with both hands and throw it into the water. The wall is hollow behind the painting, and inside I can just make out a body. Whether or not this is a prisoner, there would be no rescue. The poor soul is long dead. Scraps of clothing lie on the floor around the bones. Only a small amount of the fabric has survived, but it features the same delicate designs that were depicted on the portrait. I've been admiring a row of corpses, blocked from view by portraits of each victim at their pinnacle. Enough! Shielding my eyes, I paddle forward through the water. I squint down and proceed through the dim corridors and proceed south. The water has risen to my chin, and now laps greedily at my mouth and nose. You dumb bast, shouts Axel, surely desires to say no more, but the rest of his insult is cut short by the rising water. Grimoire Weiss, wet and tattered, floats on the water's surface. It is already too late for him. This wasn't how it's supposed to end. Continue. I see. Alright, I guess with that, I am going to looking at the time, I think it's time for me to go to bed. So, I think this would be a good time to pause it for now. A very interesting section, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how I navigate this one. But I'm enjoying it. Alright, so, see you next time. Sleep well when you do, and good luck as always.